Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Birushana. And obviously, we finished technically the game in the last part. Bird, your toenails are so fucking sharp. Oh, that's what I get from being home for months, working from home. You're not in your cage on your nice perches. Yeah, your toenails are sharp. File that shit. Oh my god, they're like goddamn little knives. And he wants to be like all up in your neck, and it's like, and then his toe is right there, and you're like, oh. Sorry, it's god awful. Anyway, we finished basically the game, but we have our if endings with Shigehira, Suganobu, Tadanobu, and Takatsuna. So we have to go into the flow chart. Now Noritsune's route is the only one that didn't unlock one. I don't think it matters. This is the shared route. These are all shared routes. Okay. So yeah, Noritsune didn't. Shungen's route. So I guess we'll just start. Because technically, okay, we can just go from left to right, because that's normal. So I think... Yeah, okay, there's the Shigehira ending. Takatsuna ending. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can just select this. And then... Innocence hidden in conviction. Start from this chapter. Yes. So let's go. Let's see how long these take. We'll see. So anyway. After deciding to leave Hiraizumi to meet with my brother, we fled from Mount Ishibashi to Awa province. As we recovered, my brother began to call on various warlords and generals throughout the country to aid him. Gradually, more and more of them pledged themselves to our cause, and one day, as we were about to set off for Kamakura... Takatsuna, may I have a moment? Lord Spacey, what is it? Before we came here, you said you went to Hiraizumi to call on me. Well, let me apologize again for not being there. Do I remember how this was going? I don't, but anyway. I'm sorry for all the trouble we must have caused you. If only I had waited in Hiraizumi just a little longer. Well, is this the one where we set out and then Takatsuna kind of met us on the way and was like, oh, hey, I was looking for you? Is that how that one went? I thought there was one like that, but I can't remember. They all kind of blended together at this point. Oh, no need to apologize. Really. It was actually a great opportunity to visit Hiraizumi. Lord Hirahira sure has lots of nice things to say about you. About me? Yeah, he said you're very serious and dedicated. He mentioned that you train all the time. Bird just sounded like a car screeching. That was so weird. It made me so excited to meet you face to face and have you join up with us. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've heard that you're a pretty skilled warrior, too. I'm sure I have a lot to learn from you. Really? Awesome. What's all this ruckus? Brother, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for us to be so loud. God, why does my freaking goddamn fucking computer and its goddamn fucking volume? It's killing me. I do not understand why it's fucking possessed, and it will never stop irritating the piss out of me. Good lord. Don't worry, Lord Spacey. Lord Yoritomo won't be upset by a little noise. Have you taken care of that thing we discussed before? Straight to the point. Is he always like this, I wonder? No, that? Yeah, I found an army to march with us under our banner. And they'll link up with us after we leave, but it'll take them about 2 days to get here. I see. Well, we just need to get the supplies to Kamakura. I made arrangements with the local merchant. I'll bring him here tomorrow and we'll discuss things then. Takatsuna sure seems to be doing a pretty good job of taking care of things for my brother. Is it because he knows my brother so well that he's able to help him like this? Lord Spacey, everything all right? You look kind of dazed. No, it's nothing. You sure? You were just kind of staring off at Lord Yoritomo and I. I was just a little surprised with how well you work with my brother. Have you been serving him long? I suppose it's been about 2 or 3 years now since my father sent me to Izu. Isn't that right, Lord Yoritomo? Well, you sure seem to be doing an excellent job as his assistant. I want to serve you however I can too, brother. Looks like I've got a lot to learn from Takatsuna over here. Learn from me? I don't think that's the case at all. But now that you've come all the way here, why don't you talk to your brother? rather talk to you, Takatsuna. I'm just, like, really curious how this is going to be, like, a Takatsuna ending. Really? Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be, like, months passed and I fell in love with Takatsuna, and then you're going to have, like, a touching moment. There's also missing CGs in the not anybody in our route CGs. So, like, I kind of feel like there's enough for each one of them to have one. So, like, I'm kind of looking forward to that. There should be CGs in here, you know? Also, the weird thing is there's 4 routes and there's 6 missing CGs. I figured one was going to be like a, you know, everybody at the end one. But then there'd have to be 2 of those. So, like, I'm not really sure which one we're missing. Unless, for some reason, a different choice led us to, like, a different version of a CG we already have. Which is possible, because there's only, like, 5 blank spaces. So, you know. Or one of these has 2 versions. You know, I don't know. But there's at least a CG in each one of these. There has to be. So, anyway. Really? I thought it'd be better to approach him after I've proven my worth on the battlefield. Oh, wow. You really are earnest, huh? I guess you really are Lord Yoritomo's brother after all. In that case, why don't you accompany me and we can help Lord Yoritomo together? Not only will it help Lord Yoritomo, but it'll give us the chance to get to know each other better. What do you think? Are you sure? I wouldn't want to get in your way. The more people helping out, the better. Say, Lord Yoritomo, how about we head to Kamakura and set things up? Do as you like. I'll leave the details to you. My brother's gaze briefly caught mine. I couldn't read the emotion in it, but I had no intention of passing up this opportunity. This will help me help my brother, and hopefully I'll get to know him better in the process, too. Okay then, Takatsuna, let's do our best for Lord Yoritomo. Thus, I was assigned to help Takatsuna as his assistant as we made our way to Kamakura. The warlords who had promised to join us and various Roto who heard rumors of our army joined us along the way. Roto is a servant or vassal. Okay. Managing an army that was expanding day by day turned out to be more difficult than I had expected. That's 30 cavalrymen today, and then the rest of Tsunetane Chiba's forces will join us the day after tomorrow, yes? That's right. We're building quite an army, but that's Lord Yoritomo for you. Where should I put the additional cargo? That's right. Can you give me a moment and I'll get back to you? There's a temporary storage house over there. How about you put it over there? There are set places for the weapons and the food, so don't mix them up. Once that's done, tell the soldiers to rest for the day. Should we unpack the supplies? No need. We can do that tomorrow after we've taken an inventory of the supplies. It'll be faster if we all do it together. Very well, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me. Thanks, Takatsuna. I didn't know what to do there. No problem. You're still getting used to things here, so don't worry about it. Anyway, we've got to go to report to Lord Yoritomo. Let's get a move on. Right. Watching him, it was obvious that Takatsuna had a way with the soldiers, and his instructions were spot on. Despite his young and innocent appearance, it was obvious that he was indeed a respectable samurai. I'll have to learn quickly to be of more help to him. A few days later... I think we can finally take a rest. Today's march was tougher than I expected. Indeed, the soldiers must be exhausted, too. You there, tell everyone to get some food. And tell the men to let me know if they lack anything. I'll be sure to bring it right away. Yes, sir. You're doing quite a good job taking care of and directing the soldiers. Think so? Either way, I'm still nowhere near as good as you, Takatsuna. No, I'm serious. I'm surprised with how quickly you've taken to it. Skip, sorry. Truth is, when I first started, I wasn't able to be of any help at all to Lord Yoritomo. Really? Yeah, I was constantly making terrible mistakes. As a Chikyo, Lord Yoritomo was used to doing everything by himself. Chikyo. Oh, sorry, I skipped that. We already, read what it was once, but I can't remember, so sorry. It was frustrating at first, but I think I've finally gotten the hang of things. He's been giving me more responsibilities lately. But you've taken on things in only a few days, and I can't help but be impressed. Well, thank you. I was relieved that I could be of use, but Takatsuna's words made me feel more embarrassed than anything else. Still, I'm very glad to be working with you, Takatsuna. I've already learned a lot from you, and the way you're able to brighten everyone's day with your cheerful personality is great. You think so? Absolutely. First, I didn't know what to expect working with you, but I'm learning so much every day thanks to you. Thank you for suggesting I come along with you. I really appreciate it. Wait. What is it? You were gonna bow to me just now, right? Boy, you really are earnest. We're working together, you know. There is no need for things to be formal between us, so... Come here. Oh my god, he's gonna hug me? Whoa! No need to be so jumpy. It's just a hug, Lord Spacey. How cute. He just hugged me for no fucking reason. Takatsuna smiled in front of me, and I felt my heart jump at the touch of his arm behind my back. I initially tried to jump back, but his soft smile made me pause. Yeah, because he just comes up and hugs you, and you're like, oh, now we're just close. Now you just magically fell. I mean, okay. These if short endings, we can't be surprised that, like, if there's any kind of, like, little romancy shit, it happens, like, fast. Because, you know, we have to think that, well, I mean, unfortunately, we just met Takatsuna. It's not like, oh, well, I've known him for a little while type of a thing. You know, where, like, if it was later on in Yoritomo's route, but at the same time, if it was later on in Yoritomo's route, you're kind of already invested in your romance with him. So, like, you kind of have to be at the beginning where, like, you don't really know what to make of anybody for the split to happen. And you also have to take it with, like, okay, so, like, oh, it's just a natural connection we have, which we kind of already felt that way for, like, our brother and all the other characters. It just takes longer months to work itself out, where this is going to be, like, quick. Not necessarily, like, obviously, we've known Takatsuna for a few days at least, and we're like, oh, I'm kind of a little embarrassed. Which you can have an instant attraction to somebody. It's kind of what it's like here. It's like, oh, I didn't realize that I might be interested in Takatsuna. She's not going to realize it. But then it's probably going to skip and be like, a month later, a week later, a couple weeks, and it's going to be like this hour-long, if at that, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing that out there. And it's going to be like, but that was 3 years worth of content. You know what I mean? So, this is like, we're taking the speed, we're like speed running this shit. Oh, whoops, no. Takatsuna? I'm grateful to be working with you too, so please allow me to thank you. You're always doing your best, and whenever I'm with you, I feel inspired to do my best too. At first, I assumed you were going to work with your brother, but I'm glad we're the ones working together. We're quite the pair, you and I. Quite the pair? Indeed, so let's keep working together. I'm sure Lord Yoritomo will agree. Takatsuna released his arm from around my back and grabbed my hand, his voice bouncing melodically with his smile. I was genuinely glad to hear his words of encouragement, and I nodded as he spoke. Yes, I'd like that. Let's discuss it the next time we make a report to Lord Yoritomo. Looking at each other, we smiled naturally. I felt that the distance between us had shrunk considerably over the past few days. You know, he's just got such an easygoing personality. You could easily, like him vastly. You know what I mean? Like, you meet him and then you're just like, I like this. He's fun. You know what I mean? Like, he seems like a very easy... Our brother's a very difficult person to get a read on and then, like, get a feel for and like. You can respect him, but it's not like, wow, yeah, I just really like this person. You know what I mean? Where a week after you meet him, people are like, what do you think? He's very smart and calculating, but it's not like Takatsuna. Wow, he's just really great. I like being around him. You might not be in love with him, but you enjoy being around him. That's the difference. So, of course, with Takatsuna, it's gonna, you know, happen a little bit faster because he's a lot easier. He's a lot more open. If the gates are open, it's easier to walk right up into that shit, okay? But also, again, speedrunning. A short time later, we arrived safely in Kamakura. I'm gonna be concerned at how fast the Shigehiro thing goes because, like, shit. Like, However, we were immediately set out to intercept the... We were immediately set out? Huh. To intercept the armies sent by the Heike to destroy us. The place where the two armies would clash was the Fuji River in Sakura no... Suruga no Kuni, sorry, where we quickly set up camp. There, I was entrusted with the task of leading the surprise attack. We're going to go through the surprise attack here? Again? We've done this 16 times. I get it, like, you can't go the Takatsuna ending, but at the same time, the if endings are not meant to be their own routes. Like, oh, we started here, and we're like, so, like, I kind of feel like they could just kind of gloss over some of this and get just more into the crumbs of romance that you're going to have here with your if endings, as opposed to, well, let's talk about the battle. No, just be like, we went to the battle, and this is what happened, and then, like, a couple sentences, gloss over it, get more into spending time with Takatsuna. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, I will attack the enemy's position tomorrow, along with my brother. I can't let my worries get the best of me. I have to do my best here no matter what, unless it's, we're going to have a nice little chat with Takatsuna and then they gloss over it. We don't need to see the battles again, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for the crumbs, not the plot. Like, plot's done. We've done the plot 5 times. I don't need to do the plot anymore. I just want the romance. You know? Huh? Why are you staring at the river? No, I was just doing some thinking. Do you have some work for me to do? No, I'm done preparing for battle. I was just taking a walk. You seem tense, Lord Spacey. I guess that made sense, though. You are leading the flanking force, after all. Can't seem to calm down. All I can think about is whether or not we're going to be able to cross the river safely. In that case, why don't we do some horseback riding? Horseback riding? Yeah, tomorrow's battle will be decided by the cavalry. Now would be a good opportunity to improve your riding skills. Yeah, because I'm going to do that in like 5 minutes. Takatsuna's so silly. Oh, are you good with horses? Well, yeah. I've been riding horses for as long as I can remember. My older brothers taught me how to ride, so I'm confident that I'm as good as any samurai you'll find. Sounds good. Well, would you be willing to give me a few pointers? Of course! Follow me! Again, it's so funny. It's like, I mean, okay, you're going to give me pointers like blah, 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 but it's like, we're going into battle tomorrow. I got a couple of hours. I'm not going to magic. This isn't The Sims. I'm not going to get my skills magically up. You know what I mean? Like, I went for a jog for an hour and I lost 50 pounds. If that were the case, I'd be skinny AF, okay? Wait, do I have to jog an hour all at once? Because maybe that's my problem. I'm just kidding. I don't jog. Oh, that would hurt. Walk, but yeah, I go for walks, but like seriously. Like it takes a sim a couple of hours on the treadmill to go from like the fat slider all the way down to the skin. Like that's not how it works in real life. You're like, I worked out 16 hours in the last 2 days and I gained 8 pounds and it's not muscle. Takatsuna mounted his horse and together we galloped over to a grassy field a short distance from the camp. But this, I feel like, is more like, yeah, I'll give you some pointers. It's really just to get your mind off the battle and relax you a little, so good for him. There shouldn't be any Heike around here, so it should be a good place to practice. Well, yeah, they're across the river. Lord Spacey, you know how to ride, so I don't think I need to teach you the basics, right? I'm okay with riding. It's the attacking that gets me. I find it really hard to draw my bow on horseback, especially aiming backwards. Aiming backwards, huh? I'm afraid the only cure for that is practice, but it's also vital to get your center of gravity right. You know, so you gotta keep the feelings of the horse in mind. Remember, they're going off to war with you. Takatsuna, the only person who cares about the fucking animals in this game. Thank you! You see, all that, like, the horse fell. Why? No, leave the horses out of this! I know they're there, but let's just pretend that every horse made it out okay. But no, they didn't. Tell us that. Let's start with some galloping exercises. Once you get used to that, we can do some target practice with that tree over there. Alright, sounds good. Thus, we galloped around the field, getting used to our horses and shooting our bows. I mean, okay, so this, I mean, sure, yeah, I mean, practice isn't going to kill you, but again, you're not going to become skilled over in, like, an hour. Well, unless in this game. Yeah, probably. Ah! Takatsuna really does seem to have a knack for this. He's guiding the horses while barely using the reins. Come on, over here! And that's it! Remember your posture! Got it! Ooh, I didn't mean to do auto, sorry. What? Okay, sorry. Sorry, I clicked the button and then I was trying to figure out, like... I didn't realize, I don't even remember clicking the freaking trigger to click auto, so... Anyway. I was desperately trying to catch up with Takatsuna as he dodged me. His movements were graceful and relaxed. With him guiding me, the time we spent together on our horses passed in the blink of an eye. Yeah! And now I'm exhausted and we have to go to battle in an hour. I'm just kidding. That was great. Well done. Yeah, this stance will allow me to keep my hands stable while shooting. Thanks so much. No need to thank me. You're a quick learner, Lord Spacey. I'm sure tomorrow's battle will go very well. I do like the fact, though, that they kind of spun it. Like, the reason the battle went well is because Takatsuna helped us. I mean, also us, but a lot because Takatsuna... You know what I mean? Like, they just kind of throw that in there that, like... So then when you go into battle and it comes out well, you're like, I think it went well because Takatsuna helped me. You know? Like, it still would have gone well, but it went just a little bit better. Just kind of nice how they tie him in like that, you know? Oh, right! I suppose I should thank the horses for keeping us company for so long, too. That's right. Anyway, let's take a quick break here for a bit and then go home. Seeing that his horse had begun to eat the grass below, Takatsuna dismounted and tied the reins to a nearby tree. Yours must be hungry, too. There's some good grass over here. Takatsuna beckoned my horse over to him. Then, just as I was about to lead the horse toward him, a bird in a nearby tree flapped its wings loudly, startling the horse and sending it rearing on its hind legs. Whoa there! Calm down! Oh no, the horse is going to throw me! I quickly pulled back on the reins, but it was too late. The recoil of the horse threw me off. Is Takatsuna going to catch us? Watch out! Is this where we get a CG of him holding us? After we fell off a horse? No. Okay. No. No. But you visualized it, didn't you? You're welcome. Despite my fall from the horse, the impact was minimal. When I opened my eyes, I saw Takatsuna underneath me. Ow. Ouch. Takatsuna, are you okay? I'm fine. I just wanted to make sure Lord Spacey didn't fall and hit his head. So I fell and hit your head. Still, you could have been hurt. I'm so sorry. Are you sure you're all right? I'm totally sure. I'm just glad you're all right. And now we're on top of Takatsuna. I just want to throw that out there. You're welcome. I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief as Takatsuna smiled at me. When I saw that Takatsuna's hands had landed squarely on my chest, my mind went blank. What's wrong? Yeah, he doesn't know you got boobies. No, it's nothing. My chest plate's pretty thick. I doubt he noticed, but better to be safe than sorry. Is your chest hurt? I'm sorry. My hands reached out to catch you, but maybe that just made things worse. No, it's not that. It's just... There's no need to be shy. If you're hurt, let me take a look. I said I'm fine! I shouted louder than I meant to. Takatsuna froze, and a feeling of guilt welled up inside me. I mean, this is exactly how this would go, though. I kind of like it. I'm sorry, but seriously, I'm fine. Strange. He looks angry. Takatsuna has an angry face. That's a shocker. Huh? You're hiding something, aren't you, Lord Spacey? I've been spending time with you for a while now, so I know something's up. What can you have to hide from me? Do you really not trust me? Takatsuna... Why are you so reluctant to have me take a look at your wounds? And do you have another injury there or something? I'm not injured. It's fine. We don't need... He's like, but I want to get... Like, Takatsuna, why are you so intent to disrobe me? I mean, you think I'm a man, so you think there's nothing wrong, but you're very intent to disrobe me, is all I'm saying. Just Takatsuna. Simmer down. What is it? I swear when you saw my hand in your chest, you acted like a girl or something. I like how he just figures it out. Like, again, everything has to be a little bit rushed in these. So, like, theoretically, if you were on a Takatsuna route, it would take a little bit longer for him to come to this conclusion, probably, but... What? No, wait! Really? Takatsuna looked me up and down. I thought about trying to deny it, but I knew it'd be no use. Listen, if something's going on, you can tell me. Are you worried that people would judge you? Yeah, I'm not so smart, but if there's something you need, I want to be able to help you. But still, you can tell me. Wait, did you just not clue in that I'm a girl? Or you think people are gonna judge you? Yes. Because they don't think women can do this. They think I'm a delicate flower. Takatsuna's hand grabbed my arm as if to hold me firmly in place. I knew I couldn't hide this secret from his curious yet caring eyes any longer. I am, indeed, a woman. As a child of the Genji clan, I was raised as a man with the hope that I would, one day, overthrow the Heike. I guess the whole, where he was like, what? No way! It wasn't, you act like a girl or something. What? No way, really? And then he's like, you can tell me whatever the secret is, and you're like, I'm a girl. I kind of figured he figured that out already, but there's like his things he said after that was like, maybe it didn't figure it out? It was just a weird way to react to that. Well, anyway. Fine. And now that I've decided to fight in this war, I wish to continue living as a man. But only Benkei and Shungen know the truth, so please don't tell the others. I've come to help my brother defeat the Heike. If the others find out I'm a woman, they might try to prevent me from fighting. I see. So that's what you were hiding. You upset I hid this from you? No, of course not. After all, you're only here to help Lord Yoritomo and the others. Sorry I accidentally grabbed your boobs. I feel like he's all of a sudden Takatsuna in the back of his mind is like, Takatsuna. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have forced you to tell me. Don't worry, I won't tell the others about this. Besides, if you had been living as a woman this whole time, we wouldn't have been able to spend time together like this. I love Takatsuna. I love how he's like, besides, then we wouldn't be friends. You're adorable, thanks. Takatsuna's demeanor changed completely, and his reply was calm and genuine. Instinctively, my shoulders relaxed. This is like falling on that, like, Noritsune didn't give a shit when you're like, I'm a woman. I don't give a crap. Wait, what? Shouldn't you be happier? I don't care. I'd have loved you either fucking way. Bravo, fucking Noritsune. Like, seriously? Tamamori figured out we were a girl right away, so, like, whatever. Benkei and, like, Shungen's always known, so Shungen's always treated you like what, you know what I mean? But he was like, we should give more credit to Shungen for, like, just treating you like a normal human being and not special because you're a girl, you know what I mean? But he was raised that way, so it's like, if that's something you were always taught, to just treat people the same way, whatever, that's going to be natural to you. It's when you're always like, women are delicate flowers, they can't fight, and then you learn that it's a woman kicking your ass, and you're like, cool. Anyway, you know, like Noritsune, you're like, bruh, fucking oh, right? You know? So it's like, Takatsuna's a little bit of that, like over there, like, oh, well, I'm not mad about it. We would have been friends otherwise. Cool. And you're like, he doesn't seem fazed by it, so that's neat. It's not the same as Noritsune, who was basically kind of fawning over us when he thought we were a guy. And then when he found out we were a girl, he's like, I don't give a shit. Like, he gave no shit, and I love that for him. And us. And just the world in general, so. You're quite cute, Lord Spacey. And now that I know the truth, it's hard to believe I ever saw you as a man. Yeah, Suganobu and Tadanobu also, like... But also, I like this too. You're really cute, and I can't believe I thought you were a dude, but... I thought you were cute as a guy. So everybody's a little bisexual in here. I got... I love it. Yeah, but don't worry. I promise not to tell a soul, and I always keep my promises. What? What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just relieved at your reaction. Listen, I may have been hiding this secret from you all, but my desire to help my brother in the Genji is very real. Of course. Oh, of course, I know that. Besides, Lord Yoritomo and I need you. And now all that's left is to show everyone here what you're capable of. Slightly, like, the little, like, yeah, eyebrows. Like, what is that face, Takatsuna? There's some deviousness in those eyebrows. Yeah, let's give it our best tomorrow. As I had vowed to Takatsuna, I successfully carried out a surprise attack on the Fuji River. But the attack was only successful because I had allowed myself to go completely berserk and be taken over by that power. The image of the pile of corpses I had left in my wake, which I saw just before I lost consciousness, burned in my mind. A few days later, Kamakura. Ah! We have to flashback to it, but that's fine. Ah! Help! Ah! Cut them! Cut them all! Tear them all down! This is... Ah! Just what was I doing at that time? All I remember is I lost consciousness, and the next thing I knew, the battle was over, and I was in my brother's arms. My attack was successful. The battle was won. My brother was safe, and yet... Lord Spacey! Assuming it's Takatsuna. Voice. Takatsuna, is that you? Yeah. Can I come in? Sure. It's good to finally see you again. How are you feeling? I'm fine now. It's been a while since we've seen each other, huh? Lord Yoritomo's been stopping us from visiting you recently. He said you were still resting. Shungen and the others are worried too, and that's why I snuck over here to see you. That's adorable. I see. Well, I'm feeling much better now. No need to worry. Lord Spacey, are you sure? What? You haven't fully recovered, have you? You still look like you're in so much pain. The probing look in his eyes sent a chill down my spine. Now, for some reason, Takatsuna's gaze frightened me. Well... Yeah? I was about to say something, but I fell silent. Still, Takatsuna waited patiently for me to find my words. At that moment, when I felt my brother and the others were in danger, I was so scared. My mind went completely blank. The next thing I knew, I was defeating enemies one after another with such incredible power. I killed so many. But it was like I was unconscious. It was like someone else did it. What was that? Until that point, I'd been looking forward to fighting in the war with Takatsuna, but now I wasn't so sure. As soon as I looked down, Takatsuna scooped up my hands that I had placed on my lap. Lord Spacey! His hands were slightly larger than mine, and I felt their warmth as they held my trembling fingers. I wasn't there at the time, but I can certainly see your pain now. I mean, it was you, more than anyone else, who protected Lord Yoritomo. And the soldiers are also impressed with you, so for now, just be proud of what you've accomplished. I was so driven by hatred that I completely lost myself. It's okay. You're strong. I don't think you'll lose sight of yourself like that again. There's so much faith in us. If you're worried about it, it's something we can work on together. I doubt I'll be able to help, but I certainly want to try. He's so sweet, isn't he? He's a little cinnamon roll. Takatsuna... And thank you for protecting Lord Yoritomo, and I look forward to fighting next to you in the next battle. As if to encourage me, Takatsuna's hand squeezed mine tightly. Before I knew it, my shaking had stopped. A warm heat emanating from him slowly melted my troubled heart. Feeling immeasurably better, I let out a long sigh. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Takatsuna. Strange. Just talking with you makes my anxiety disappear. Really? Well, in that case, I'm glad I snuck in. Right. I'm really happy you came. What? What? Did I say something strange? Well, no, but I'm glad you're happy. Look at him blushing! He's adorable! Stop! Aw, I love it when they blush. Doesn't matter who it is, it's always fucking cute as shit. Oh. I kind of actually, I mean, like this... Yes, they're kind of rushing the romance in a way because it's not going to be super long. But it kind of still works, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of is almost like, we had, like, we kind of bonded right away with him, and then, like, so it's like, I don't hate it. You know, sometimes you're like, this is just doesn't make any sense how we're instantly in love with this person, right? But with Takatsuna, it kind of makes sense, because he's just so charming and so sweet that you can't help but like him. So it'd just be really easy to, like, fall in love with him if you were so inclined. You know what I mean? So. Maybe it's because she's not feeling well and she let her guard down. Takatsuna? Nah, it's nothing. Anyway, you've got to focus on getting better. He's like, is she happy to see me? Aw. If Lord Spacey isn't feeling well, it'll bring the whole camp down. Alright. In that case, I'll be sure to get better soon. In the next battle, if I can fight alongside you, Takatsuna, I know I don't have anything to worry about. Right. In that case, I'll make sure Lord Yoritomo puts me in your group next time. Lord Yoritomo puts me in your group. What? It just fucking said Yoritomi. Oh my god, anyway. Well, I should get going. You can't rest as long as you're talking to me like this. I love you, but please don't chew on my headset. Thanks, Takatsuna. I promise I'll be back out there as soon as I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you. Okay, so I'm gonna guess each one of these is gonna take a full fucking part because we're over 35 minutes now, so... Like, even if this ended in the next, 10 minutes, it'd be like, fuck it. We'll just have one per part, and we'll just fucking drag it out! This way we don't have to stop in the middle of one of them. You know what I mean? It makes more sense to do the full thing in a part as opposed to, do all of Takatsuna and then start the next person and do, 10 minutes of that before we end and then... You know what I mean? It would end up being the same amount of parts anyway, theoretically. Because we have to do the voice acting and everything, too, so... She looked so upset. If she told everyone she was a woman, it'd be a way to escape fighting in the next battle. But I know she won't do that. She's too strong for that. She looked so cute when she said she was happy I came to see her. It's no fair. There he's blushing again. Or maybe it's just because I know she's a woman that I think she's cute. Anyway, if Lord Spacey's really gonna keep fighting, then I have no choice but to support her. It's got such beautiful hands. They drew the hands really beautiful in this. I'm just throwing that out there. A few days later, I made a successful recovery. For some time, I spent my days with Takatsuna, helping him and my brother to organize the Kanto region. All that time, Takatsuna was always there for me, and I was deeply grateful for his concern. So this is I spent a lot of time with Takatsuna. That explains why I'm falling in love with him. You know what I mean? They gloss over it, but it's fine. We get it. Seems another large army will be pledging a fight with you, Lord Yoritomo, and will be joining us here tomorrow. We've already completed preparations to welcome him here tomorrow. If you need anything else, please let us know. Well, thank you. I'll feel free to take the rest of today off. What? Seriously? I can't remember the last time I finished work while it was still light out. Brother, are you sure? That's no problem. Tomorrow we'll be busy. Get some rest while you can. Awesome! Hey, Lord Spacey, how about we go into town? You've been working around the clock since we got here, so you haven't had a proper chance to see the town, have you? Takatsuna, you were told to rest. You really think now's the time to go out on the town? God, Kakatoki, just let him take a girl out. But it might be useful to scope out the situation in town, you know? We'll be home by evening. What do you say, Lord Spacey? It'll be fun. Well, if Kagatoki's against it, I'm absolutely for it. Because he is grouchy. Takatsuna's offer sounded tempting, and my brother's silence indicated that he was fine with the idea. I'm sure Takatsuna invited me to cheer me up. Be rude to say no now. Right. If you don't mind the company, I'd love to go with you. We'll take a look around and be back here before it gets too late. With due consideration to Sir Kagatoki's words, there seemed to be no further objections. Kagatoki's just the grouchy dad, and Yoritomo's over there do whatever you want, dears. Well then, let's get to it. You'll excuse us, Lord Yoritomo, Sir Kagatoki. Jesus Christ. Excuse us. My brother looked kind of pissed there. What the fuck? What the fuck? And so Takatsuna and I ventured out into the streets of Kamakura. I've been to town for work a few times, but I don't think I've ever seen it this lively. I hardly ever leave the estate. There sure are a lot of merchants around, so maybe that's the reason for all this hustle and bustle. makes sense. Just as Takatsuna had said, there were rows upon rows of street vendors, each one merrily calling out to us as we walked by. If there's someplace you want to visit, let me know and we'll take a look. It's your day off after all. Right. It's nice to be able to unwind like this every once in a while. Takatsuna, you asked me to join you today because you've been worried about me, right? That was really kind of you. Nah, don't worry about it. I asked you here because I like hanging out with you. Adorable. Really? Well, either way, thank you for inviting me. Sheesh. When you say things like that, I want to indulge you even more. No, I know. Want to look at some makeup? I'm sure you'd look great with some white foundation and red lip gloss. What? No, I'm not a woman, right? Come on, it'll be fun. There's nobody around to see. You're still worried about the next battle, aren't you? In that case, why don't you just drop the whole samurai thing? His gentle questions helped me to relax, and I couldn't help but smile at his naivety. Takatsuna, you sure say some crazy things from time to time. I think it's gonna be like, why don't you just not be a samurai? And you're like, stupid. But she's not mad about it, because there was like this moment I'm like, Takatsuna, what the fuck? She's like, you're just being silly, and it's like, okay, good. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you think so? Yeah, I've never even considered that, but, well, it's an interesting idea to say the least. Then, alright, what the heck? Let's look at some makeup. But I've never used it before, so I don't know exactly what to do. Oh my god, is Takatsuna gonna do our makeup for us? I'm fucking dead. Before I could even finish my thoughts, Takatsuna burst into a grand smile and nodded brilliantly. Leave it to me. First we'll take some white powder and some blush. I'm sure they'll let you try it out at the store. This is gonna be so much fun. Could you imagine, now 2 dudes walking into a store and playing with makeup, there's gonna be some looks. Even though you really shouldn't. Like, makeup, clothing, whatever. It doesn't have to be fucking gendered, okay? Yes, technically t-shirts are gendered in a way of, like, the men's t-shirts and women's shirts, because it's the fit that's different, right? Like, a woman's t-shirt tends to cut in at the waist a little bit for shape, and a man's t-shirt is usually a box. Or the, unisex is basically quote-unquote men's t-shirts. It's just a square, right? So, like, it's just the fit that's different, but it's not actually, like, really gendered. You could wear a fucking skirt if you want to. Women can wear pants. It's just usually the cut. You know what I mean? Like, men's pants aren't going to go in at the waist and give hip room. They're a little... so it's the only part about it that's actually gendered. You can wear whatever fucking fit style clothing works for your body. No one's saying all men are built like squares. Not all women have, like, naturally tapered waists. Like, so it's kind of like, but still in this day and age, you'd still have people like, what are those 2 guys doing putting on makeup? Get the fuck over yourself. Let people do what they want. So, like, less frowned upon in modern society, because, like, some men do some amazing fucking makeup. Hello. And if you want to just wear makeup for funsies, you don't have to be a drag queen or gay to do it. You can just be like, I look good in fucking eyeliner, bitch. Men actually really do look good in eyeliner. Eyeliner's hot, okay? Let's not even. But, like, I can't imagine this time period, 2 dudes walking in playing in makeup would not have caused people to be like, what is going on? I just feel like ye olde times were a lot less flexible with shit than we are now, and we're still not all the way there, you know what I mean? We could use a little more flex, okay? We're a little less rigid and fucking weird about shit. But oldie times, I just can't imagine this, like, not turning some heads. Like, I mean, going in and buying makeup, they'd be like, oh, you're buying it for your wife or your girlfriend, cute. But them playing in it, it would have turned some heads. And somebody would have been like, unless there were a lot more drag queens back in the day, then, like, maybe we should get with ye oldie times if, I'm just throwing that out there. There was a lot more cross-dressing going on. Or they were like, anybody can wear makeup, it's cool. Alright, awesome, let's go back to that. I don't know. Try it on. Isn't that a little... And don't worry, he'll look good on you. Come on, let's go! I do love this fucking idea that we're gonna go play with makeup with fucking Takatsuna and he's gonna put makeup on us. Can I put it on you too? He'd probably be okay. He naturally took my hand and together we ran toward the merchant's stalls. And he's just like taking your hand. Like he knows you're a woman. So he doesn't care. But it's cute that he's not like, well, I want people to think I'm holding the hand of a guy. Because there are definitely toxic fucking men that if you looked masculine or were dressed like a man, they wouldn't want to hold your hand because they don't want people to think they're gay. You can hold fucking hands and not be in love with someone. Okay, I'm just saying. Dudes, hug your friends, okay? Bros can hug bros. It's okay. Hugs, handhold, it doesn't have to be romantic. Just be nice. But again, it's one of those like Takatsuna just grabbing your hand and dragging you along and you're skipping through the thing and like, no fucks given. I'm here for it. It's the way we should be. Takatsuna's helped me so many times thus far, but it feels a little strange walking with him hand in hand like this. But I like it. I like to stay like this. My hand in his, even if it's only for a moment. I like the fact that we're falling for him. It's cute. I mean, obviously, it's the point of this, but after Takatsuna and I looked around for a bit, I began to notice the sun setting in the distance. As the edge of the sky turned red, I could see the birds turning in their nests. It would have been so cute to see, like, another, again, a CG of Takatsuna putting makeup on us. Can we put some lip gloss on him? Cute. Takatsuna, we'd better be getting back. We can put lip gloss on him when we kiss him, because it'll transfer. I know one of you was thinking it. You're right. The afternoon went by so fast, didn't it? Time flies when you're having a grand old time. Never knew shopping could be so fun. Actually, I knew the fun I'd had was because I got to spend time with Takatsuna doing something other than work. Once we get back to the estate, it'll be business as usual. Still, I wish we could enjoy this time for just a little longer. Just then, a familiar figure appeared from the other side of the road. What's this? Are you two seriously still out at this late hour? Like 4 p.m., Grandpa. Jesus. Sir Kagetoki. Sir Kagetoki actually acts like a crotchety old grandfather. That's odd. Are you returning from an errand or something? Something like that. More importantly, Takatsuna, Spacey. Kagetoki, were you out at the bars in the red light district? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hooking up with some shirabiyoshi out there. Kagetoki was getting some, wasn't he? Even grouchy grandpas need to get laid every once in a while, I guess. If you're out playing around till this late at night, I can only assume you don't understand how precious our situation is. Precarious our situation is. Sorry, I can't read. I'm like, precious? Precarious. My brain is like, they're precious. What? No, that's not it at all. I don't think I need to tell you this before. Oh, I didn't think I needed to tell you this before, but perhaps I should have been stricter. Just because you performed well at Fuji River doesn't give you permission to act so arrogantly. You got some lipstick on you, Kagetoki. Maybe he moonlights as a drag queen. Thought it quite strange that you've been so eager to assist Takatsuna. Clearly you're trying to climb your way to the top of the army by sucking up to both Lord Yoritomo and Takatsuna. That's where you go with that? Good for you, I guess. He's like, you've been hanging around Takatsuna's like, he's pegged me as falling for Takatsuna, he knows. Takatsuna, he knows. And then he's like, you're trying to suck up! Not where I thought you were going to go with that. What? Was it anger or sadness in my chest? Either way, I felt unable to accurately express what I was feeling. Also, like, I'm sucking up to climbing my way to the top. Bitch! I kicked ass out there! I will kick your ass, Grandpa! Get off my lawn, old man! How could Sir Kagetoki think such a thing? That I would only be using Takatsuna to further myself? I would never do that! Takatsuna's far too important to me. Wait, Sir Kagetoki! There's no way Lord Spacey would ever do that. You're wrong. Absolutely. What? He's kind, serious, and had Lord Yoritomo's best interests at heart. He's doing everything he can to fight for the Genji. I'm the one who invited him out here today. He's not using me. He's my friend. Oh, thanks, Takatsuna. Call me his friend. Takatsuna looked at Sir Kakatoki with a firmness and a seriousness I'd never seen from him before. Meanwhile, he has a gleeful little face on. Huh. Well, if you insist. As long as he wants what's best for Lord Yoritomo's army. Takatoki just got schooled by a 12-year-old. I'm just saying, like, freaking Takatsuna is adorable, but he's baby. And he just schooled Grandpa. That's cute. Sir Kakatoki muttered bitterly and shuffled back to his residence. I'm sorry. Sir Kakatoki's Lord Yoritomo's confidant, so it's his job to be skeptical about everything. No, it's fine with me, but Takatsuna, are you sure it's okay to be arguing back with him like that? He's like old, man. He's probably like 35. I mean, in all honesty. If you get on bad terms with Sir Kakatoki, it could have very detrimental effects on the army and how my brother views you. And don't worry about that. Lord Yoritomo won't say anything if we continue to get results. Sir Kakatoki doesn't take business personal either. He'll be fine once he knows you as well as I do. We're going to run through the whole entire game in this route? Because I really kind of thought these were going to be quick, but we're like almost an hour later. Really? Yeah, definitely. More importantly... Suddenly, his hand reached out, grabbing both of mine. His big round eyes peered intently into mine. Oh, is this where the romance happens? This was... okay. Did I do a good job protecting you? What? I'm sure it hurt you even more, but I couldn't stand to hear him talk about you like that. You're not that kind of person, and you're important to me. I couldn't just stand there and let him talk about you like that. Important? Now we're blushing. Yeah, in more ways than one. Of course you're important to me as a friend, but you're more than that too. No, he's blushing. Stop, it's so cute. My heart skipped a beat as he whispered these words to me. I could feel heat blossoming in me. I felt like I was floating. I was filled with pure joy. And the time we spent together may not be as long as with Shungen and the others, but the feelings I have for you are unbeatable. So, I want you to know you can always count on me. I want you to know that I'll always be there for you. Takatsuna... Surprised, right? I wasn't going to tell you all this. I guess I just got wrapped up in the moment. Oh my god, just kiss him already. This is how I feel. Remember that, okay? Oh, that's such a sweet little CG. Look at his adorable little face. Stop it. Aww. He placed one hand on my cheek and pulled my face close to his, never once taking his eyes off of me. How could I forget? Whenever I felt anxious, whether about going into battle or just living here, it's always been you who calms me down. I've been protected by your kindness too many times to count. Thank you. And I'll support you a lot more in the future, too. This is like our fucking confession. It's adorable. Right, but I hope you'll give me the chance to support you, too. Of course. I know how strong you are, Spacey. I always want you by my side. Once this war's over, once we've defeated the Heike and the world's at peace, we'll come back here and play like this again. Right. I'll look forward to it. Yeah, it's a promise then. Stop it! Takatsuna's smiling face approached me, and I felt his lips softly touch on my cheek. We got a cheek kiss. I feel like this is just the budding beginning of romance, just so that you know, and then they fell in love more intensely later. Takatsuna, what? Surprised? And guess I was so happy I just got wrapped up in the moment again. Takatsuna, I like it when you get wrapped up in moments. It's adorable. Well, you can unwrap yourself for a moment. Can you unwrap yourself for a moment? What? It's your fault I'm like this. You're the one that does this to me. Isn't it natural to want to kiss the one you love? Oh! Stop! After a quick stroke of my cheek, Takatsuna let go of me and held out his hand. Sometimes I like just that. This is like no plot, all fluff. I like it. I'm here for just the fluff. You're blushing. Guess the walk back home will give us some time to cool down. With Takatsuna's hand urging me along, I felt as though I had no choice but to grab hold of him. Not a word of this to anyone. Hand in hand, we walked along the path back to the estate. Our shadows stretched out together, pointing the way back home. That was actually really adorable. Cute. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna guess each one's gonna have its own part then, because it's basically an hour, so there you go. We will have... But see what I'm saying? So, like, we have, like, Suganobu, Tadanobu, you're gonna have one for Shigehira, and then you have this, but, like, that would be 12. And there's 13, so do we get 2? Or, like, is one of these extra CGs, like, you know, missing a version or something that maybe we got in another choice that we didn't make in the game? Because, like, it doesn't matter to me if, like, one of these other ones had, like, see how this has got 2 because the Noritsune is in the middle there? But, like, I don't know. So, anyway, that was Takatsuna's little story. I love the fluff and the romance. I'm here for it. It's adorable. You know, Takatsuna obviously is babyface, and he's, like, 12, so, like, not my type. I want you to be my best friend because you're adorable. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't want to be in love with him because, like, but I didn't want to be in love with Benkei or Shungen. And their routes are great. And, like, the little after story, it's great because it made you feel. It gave you the feels. You're like, it's so cute. It really is so sweet. Just sweet little cinnamon roll. I love it. So, you know, I'm here for it. Enjoyed it. Everything about this game has been fucking amazing, though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so we will... I don't know who we're gonna do next. Who's ever next... Maybe Shigehira's, because I think he was... I think Tomomori was next in line if we go across, just from left to right. So we'll see. Whoever's in the next path over from Yoritomo, which I think was Tomomori. So that's who we'll do next, so... we'll surprise ourselves. But yeah, they'll each have their own part, so... Cool! Cool on that. And then we'll see what happens. Because we have to still poke around with the voice acting, and then it's nice to always have like the end CG, but like, so maybe because they're going an hour, maybe we'll just poke around. I probably should have done that in the last part, just done the voice acting and all that stuff like that in Tomomori's, but maybe we'll just do that on its own. You know what I mean? It'll just be a short part. And it'll be like, hey, it's like 20 minutes. We're just here to poke around the voice acting and look at the last couple CGs that open up from the game. You know what I mean? Because I feel bad. Because, like, each one of these guys gets their own little CG. We get to end on it. And then, like, whoever we do last, Suganobu, Tadanobu, whatever, right? It's going to be like, there's their CG. Oh, and then here's the end game CG. That's always the best way to end the game, is on the end game CG. You know? With, like, whatever. But, you know, I guess we'll see what it is. We'll see what happens, because if we get through the other route less than an hour, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there. We either have 3 or 4 more parts left of this game, because we have to do at least 3 of these endings, and then we still have to poke around the voice acting and stuff like that. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.